there and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to crochet this cute paw bookmark that it's super easy to make. Also remember you can find the grading pattern in my blog. So yeah, let's get started. These are the materials you will need and these are the abbreviations of every stitch. For this bookmark I'm using a thin yarn with a 3mm hook. You can use any other yarn or hook size you want, but I really recommend you working with a thin yarn and a small hook size such as 2mm, 3mm or 4mm. This is because you don't want your bookmark to be too thick for your book. So yeah, please keep that in mind. So now first we will make the base of the bookmark. So start with a slip knot. And now chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 chains. Now to make the first row, skip the first chain and from the second chain make one single crochet in each chain. So in total 7 single crochets. So skip the first chain and from the second chain make one single crochet in each chain. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 single crochets. Now for the second row, chain 1, then turn your work. Now skip the chain you just did and make one single crochet in each stitch. Again 7 single crochets in total. So skip the chain and make the first single crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one, 7. Then to make the third row, repeat the same steps. So chain 1, turn your work, skip the chain and make 1 single crochet in each stitch. Again, 7 single crochets in total. And yeah, that's how you have to make all the next rows. So continue repeating the same process until you reach 35 rows or the height you want. I recommend you doing 35 rows, but you can make more or less rows depending on how tall you want your bookmark to be. Keeping in mind that this will become a little taller once we shape it into a paw. So when you finish all your rows, now you just have to fasten off. So chain 1, pull your yarn, cut it, and pull it tightly. And now we're going to make the bookmark's border. So flip your work upside down, like this. And this is the first row we made. So this is the first row. And now you have to insert your hook in the first stitch of the row. This one, the first stitch, like that. Now with the same yarn color, make a loop. Like this. Then grab it with your hook and slide it inside the stitch. Like that. Now make 1 chain and in the same stitch make 1 single crochet. Then in the next stitch make another single crochet. And like this, you will continue making 1 single crochet in each stitch through all the border of the work, until you reach the second to last row you made. This one, the second to last row. There, just stop single crocheting. And in the last row you made, this one here, where these stitches are at the top, in this last row you don't have to single crochet. So yeah, continue making 1 single crochet in each stitch through all the border until you reach the second to last row. There, just stop single crocheting, and in the last row you don't single crochet. Here I finished the 7 single crochets of the first row, and I will continue single crocheting through the side. So 1 single crochet in the next stitch, now the next one, next one, and like that You single crochet through the border until you reach the second to last row. So I'm almost finished. Here is my second to last row. So there I'm gonna make my last single crochet, and in the last row I'm not going to single crochet. Like that. So now when you finish, your single crochet border should look like this. And now from this last row, we are going to shape this into a paw. So we have 7 stitches at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now in the first stitch of the row, you have to make 5 double crochets. So in this first stitch, 5 double crochets. One, two, three, 4, and 5. 5 double crochets. Then make 1 slip stitch in the next stitch. Here, a slip stitch. And we're going to repeat this 3 more times. So again, in the next stitch, make 5 double crochets. One, two, three, 4, and 5. And in the next stitch, 1 slip stitch. Now again, repeat 5 double crochets in the next stitch. And 1 slip stitch in the next stitch. Now the last one, 5 double crochets in the next stitch. And now you have to make one slip stitch in the next stitch, this one that is at the side here. So insert your hook and slip stitch. Like that. Now, as we did before, you have to make one single crochet in each stitch through all the border of the work, but now until you reach the first single crochet you made. So yeah, continue making one single crochet in each stitch. And when you reach the very first single crochet, you just have to slip a stitch in that stitch and then fasten off. So insert your hook and slip a stitch. Now fasten off. Cut it. Finally, you have to weave in all these ends through the back of the work. So with my needle, I'm gonna start weaving and then cut the excess. Like this. And now I will cut the leftover. I will just cut it. Like that. And now I'm going to repeat the same process with the other ends. And that's it, the bookmark space is finished. Now with the other yarn color, we are going to make the paw pads. We are going to start with the small ones, so grab your yarn and make a magic ring. Then make 4 single crochets into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now pull the yarn to close the magic ring. Like this. So you have 4 single crochets. And Now what you have to do is slip a stitch in the first single crochet you made. So insert your hook in the first single crochet, and then slip a stitch. Like that, and now fasten off, leaving a long tail to sew. Pull the yarn tightly, and also close the magic ring again. Like that. And now to finish, you have to weave in the leftover yarn from the magic ring through the back of the work. So with my needle, I'm going to weave it through the back. And then cut the excess. And that's it. Now you have to make 3 more of these little pads to have a total of 4. Like this, 4 little paw pads. Now we're going to make the big one. So start with a magic ring. Then chain 2. Now make 2 double crochets into the magic ring. One, two, then 2 half double crochets, one, and 2. Now 1 single crochet, then 2 half double crochets, one, two. Now 2 double crochets, one, 2. Then close a little the magic ring. Like that. And now make 2 chains. And finally slip a stitch into the magic ring. Like this. Now fasten off, leaving a long tail to sew. Pull the yarn tightly and also close the magic ring completely. Like this. Finally, you have to weave in the leftover yarn from the magic ring through the back of the work. So with my needle, I'm going to start weaving. Then cut the leftover yarn. And that's it, it's finished. Now we have to sew all the parts together, like this. However, if you don't want to sew, the other option is to weave in the ends of all these pieces, as we did before, and then glue them all to the base, placed like this. And that's it, your bookmark will be done. But well, if you decide to sew, I will show you how to do it. So first, you have to sew the little paw pads, placed like this, a little bit separated. And now I will show you how I sewed the first one. So I already have my yarn on the needle, and I will start sewing. So when you're sewing, make sure the needle passes between the stitches, like this, so it's not visible at the back. Now continue sewing. Then pass through the next stitch. Like that. Now again, pass through the stitches, making sure the needle is not visible at the back. Like that. Now the next stitch. And pass through the stitches. It's not visible at the back. And yeah, continue sewing like this until you reach the end. When you finish, you have to hide the leftover yarn. So I will hide it. Then cut the excess, hide it, and that's it. The first one is done. Now you have to repeat the same process for the other ones. And when you finish, it should look like this. Now we have to sew the big paw pad. So place it in the center under the little paw pads and sew it the same way we did with the little paw pads. So I will show you a little how I sew it. Pass through the stitches, making sure the needle is not visible at the back. Like this. Now continue sewing. And yeah, continue sewing like this until you reach the end. And when you finish, you have to hide the leftover yarn. So hide it. Then cut the excess. Hide it. And that's it. Your bookmark is done. Finally, if you want to, you can add a little bow. You just have to grab a piece of yarn of any color you like, and then with a needle pass it through a stitch in the middle of the bookmark, like this one. So pass the yarn and leave it halfway. Take the needle off and then tie a bow. Adjust the bow. Trim the leftover yarn. And that's it, your bookmark is finished. So I really hope you have liked this tutorial. If you have any doubts, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching and enjoy your train crocheting. Bye!